What's up, y'all? This is Osirez, and today I'm going to talk about Overfall, a interesting roguelike RPG for Linux. So, Overfall, let's talk about Overfall. This is actually a game that I didn't expect to really like at all, and I really didn't understand it when I first looked at it. But anyway, so Overfall was first funded by a Kickstarter with 1,430 backers who pledged $67,768, which is commendable. So obviously it has some initial. I like to see games that have some initial interest and support. That means that somebody likes it, which is great. Eventually, it got greenlit on Steam, and the rest is pretty much history. This game was developed and published by Para Games. Para Games describes Overfall as such: explore the shifting seas of the strange realm, fighting challenging foes, or befriend them, recruit lost souls, and learn their histories. Take part in the stories of the absurd and the tragic, the magical and the mundane, intimate, epic, and never the same twice in the fantastic strategy role-playing game. Pretty much what it is in a nutshell. Basically, the game goes like this. You start out with two heroes of who you can actually moderately customize. There's some overarching plot about someone stealing something, going through this portal, and then some pissed off Viking looking people called the Vorens spill through the portal in order to get the stolen stuff back. Your job is to power up, level up, and then pretty much push back the insurgents of crazy Viking peoples. That's it in very quick description. The game is in early access, which in these days it almost seems unavoidable, but the developers seem really receptive to the feedback and making their game something the fans enjoy, which I think is awesome. Any developer who is interacting with their community, taking suggestions and applying ones that make sense gets 2 thumbs up from me. So let's get into the gameplay. The thing I noticed about the game right off the bat is once you jump into the game, there's really no direction or tutorial about what you're doing. You end up on this boat and you see some islands and there's lots of water and you're like, okay, so what now? But the map is procedurally generated every time you start a new game. So every time you die and you start a new game, there's new islands, new quests, new people, new things, all new everything, except for the pissed off Vikings. This is a turn-based fighting game, and it's got a very RPG-ish feel to it, even though it's a roguelike. Because it is roguelike, though, there is permadeath, which means once you die, you're permanently dead. But somehow it still gives you the feeling of overall progression by unlocking things like new characters, weapons, and abilities. Since I've had this game, there has also been quite a few updates indicating the game is indeed getting active development. Another thumbs up in my book. At first, the game seems really simple, but soon find out that fighting can be incredibly deep. Almost feels like chess to me. In the way that you have to kind of strategize and have some type of forethought into what you're going to do next. There's tons of bonuses and vague bonuses, meaning that some of the bonuses, or a lot of the bonuses actually, almost every bonus, has a negative effect to it also, which makes the gameplay even more interesting, deep, and then the amount of combinations of the conditions that you have on you, or the statuses I think they call it, is virtually endless. The AI is really well tuned. If you think you're going to just roll over the enemies and even on easy, you better think about that again. Not that the game is hard, but you do have to have some type of strategy, as I said before, and pay attention to what you're doing. The music is okay. It can get tiresome after a while. It's not necessary to the game. It is very appropriate to the game, though. So if you do happen to listen to the music, it's not something you're like, well, what the hell is this crap? There are no voiceovers, so reading is fundamental, kids. You will have to read. For graphics, it has this oddly weird but enjoyable art style to it. I personally thought the art style was pretty cool. Maybe it's not for everybody, but I think it's cool. But even with all that in mind, the game exhibits a good amount of details with this like artsy drawn graphic style. The game is a fair $9.99, only less than $10 for a game of this depth and magnitude and fun. Like I said, I didn't think I would like the game when I went into it. I didn't even understand what this game was supposed to be when I went into it. But after the more I played, the more I found myself liking the game. It has for those out there who enjoy stat based games like Dungeons and Dragons, or even something like a Skyrim where things are based off of stats and doing things in a strategic type manner, and you have to think about what you're doing, and then I don't even know how to really put it, but there's something just weirdly fun about this game that I typically wouldn't like this type of game. But like I said, the game's only less than $10. That's not on sale. That's the regular price. That's a very fair price, and another thumbs up for them not making an absurd price, which means this is not a money grab. This is a game that I feel the developers are putting their all their work into. This is something. These are developers you can probably trust. Again, this is an early access game, but I experienced zero problems and zero bugs, so that's good to know. I highly recommend this game for those who enjoy RPG roguelikes or the such. This is definitely not for everyone, but the game is fairly priced, so I'd say this game for you guys is worth a shot. So let me know what you guys think about the way the game looks and what you think about the game. Hit the like button if you liked. Hit the dislike button if you did not like, because a lot of people don't like things out there in the world. But anyways, as always, this is Osirez, the PC Pimp, and I'm out.